What's up, everybody? Here for another video. The topic of this video is Facebook. It's not your personal fucking diary, for crying out loud. Now, Facebook is like the #1 social networking site in the world. There's billions of people that are on Facebook. Yes, we know that. But somehow, Facebook has become like a pity party for a lot of you people out there. A lot of you people, like, I read a thing where a lot of doctors say Facebook is really for people who are into themselves, you know what I mean? So, and it is true. You gotta be kind of into yourself to be on Facebook, talk about your boring ass life. Some of you, some of us. I may have a boring life to you, I don't know. But you get on Facebook, and I see a lot of these people saying, so-and-so is not going well for me, this, that, and the third, oh, boo. And I get on there, I'm like, look, man, suck that shit up. Life is filled with obstacles. You can either go through the obstacles, go around the obstacles, or you can make excuses the rest of your life. And that's what I see a lot on Facebook. People making excuses for this or that. Or you got these Facebook Christians that get on there. They want to call people out, this, that, and the third. They preach every scripture known to man. But you know, and I know, they fucking up still. They still backsliding. I can't stand these people. They think because they preach a couple words and throw a couple scriptures at me, I'm like, everything's good. I'm like, nah, I know you. Like, I know you. I can see everything like somebody else on Facebook you met from, like, you know, Saskatchewan, to just being your friend, be your friend, and they thinking, oh, he's a pretty nice person. I'm like, no, I know you. You ain't like that in real life. You smoking trees, if you still having premarital sex, if you done anything that's against the religion you claim to be, you're a hypocrite, and unfortunately, you're the first one to burn in hell. Like, you're going before me. Like, for real. But a lot of times I see on Facebook people making all these excuses, whereas they should be taking responsibility for the actions that they do. Like, at the end of the day, the only person that can control your destiny is you, outside of a medical or outside of an unforeseen circumstance. Other than that, you're the sole controller of your own destiny. I can't be held responsible for something that, like, somebody else does. Even though they're my friends and all, like, a lot of times it happens in life, but I can't be held responsible. Or you got the people go around backbiting and, like, want to run your name into the mud for no apparent reason, just to do it. But you know how it is. It's people living life. You know, and there's a lot of things on Facebook that should be really left unsaid. I'm like, everything isn't for everybody. Like, a lot of people I see on there, I'm like, that shouldn't be said on there. But like me personally, I say a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna lie, if you go to my Facebook, I say a lot of stuff like double entendres, stuff like that. I do. I ain't gonna say XYZ because people are already paranoid what I say anyway. So why even? I'll add fuel to the fire, but most of the time it ain't fuel. The only fuel is if somebody's saying, "Was he talking about me?" And I'm like, nah, I ain't talking about you. Nah. You gotta think whenever you say something. Like me personally, when I go on there, I think about what my kids, my nieces and nephews, my brothers, some of my cousins, some of my family, I think about what they're going to say to me when they see me off of what I say off of there. Because like I said, I have a sort of responsibility and accountability to them not to really wild out on Facebook. Like, you ain't going to see me get on there saying, fuck you, you're a bitch, this and the third. I'm not like that. A lot of people have been railing on me on Facebook, and I know that. But like I tell these people, one day you're going to get held accountable for what you say. And don't get mad because I'm just going to flip on you. But that's beside the point. Like, you just got to use common sense when posting on Facebook. You know, you got to watch a lot of some of the things you say. Like, a lot of these kids be showing stacks of money, you know, talking about what they done. Oh, I just made, you know, X amount of guap, this, that, and the third. Well, what y'all don't understand is them boys is watching Facebook too, and it is electronic record. So if you say something you did is stupid and they come arrest you, you can't be wondering, well, how did I get caught? Because you said it. And there are people who have been caught off of Facebook. So don't let that fool you. There's a situation happening right here. This dummy, and that's what he was, a dummy. He was making moonshine, making distilled alcohol, whatever. And this was up in like the suburbs. This wasn't here in the hood, because That's a different story in the hood. But he was making all this stuff, right? Then he goes on his Facebook to tell people about this. But what happened was he sold alcohol to the wrong young kids, and they told their parents. I guess their parents told the police, and all the police did was just watch his Facebook. Dummy saying he's making something. Next thing you know, he got to knock on the door. It's like he got them jump out boys and the big old ram coming through. So he got hit. So I'm just trying to advise people to watch what you say on Facebook. Like me personally, you can say whatever you want to say on my Facebook page. You can, like, you want to cuss me out, you say you want to do this, that, and the third to me, go right ahead. I live in a country that's full of, you know, free speech. So I mean, but there are things like I said, there are things if you say something, don't get mad when you get held checked or accountable for what the stupid stuff you say. So in the end, man, just watch what you say on Facebook. And geez, quit making like a pity party. Like I read some of your statuses. I'm like really laughing at. I'm like seriously, I'm laughing at. So just be held accountable. Just know not everybody's your friend on Facebook. Just because they smile at you don't mean they like you. So just use some common sense on these social networking sites. So I'm out. I got shit to do. Peace.